Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy and healthy relationships. And as always, it don't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, or even the penguins in Antarctica. I'd like to welcome you back. I know it's been a while. Been on vacation, had to kick back, relax a little bit. But ultimately and most importantly, I've been working on a new set. I'm trying to elevate the professionalism of my work, and I want you guys to be able to enjoy and to most importantly be entertained by the information that I'm trying to give, by most importantly helping men get to that next level of dating. But most importantly, making time for dating. Because gentlemen, I understand that there's a lot going on. You're working hard. You're trying to put yourself in that situation where you're trying to get that promotion. If you're working a blue-collar job, you're trying to work as many hours as possible so you can put as much money in your pockets. As men, we're natural-born hustlers. We're trying to get it in the streets. We're trying to, become successful in what our craft is. And sometimes for a lot of guys, that's 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Because it takes a lot of hours to become successful. It takes a lot of hours to become manifested, or in better words, to get that promotion, to get the extra money, to get that favor with your employer so you can continue to rise up that financial ladder. One thing that I come across so often, especially during the summertime, is man, I don't have time to go out, and then when I do, I don't know the type of places I can go that fits my budget. And I often tell guys, like I said in my video a while ago, $50 or less. I mean that, $50 or less, gentlemen. On a first encounter, $50 or less, something simple. I often tell guys, hey, meet at Starbucks, meet at Caribou Coffee. If it's obviously hot, you're not drinking a lot of coffee. Meet at small establishments, Taco Max, Applebee's, TGI Fridays, Buffalo Wild Wings. And they're always, and especially like in most major cities, there's always a plethora of environments. Chick-fil-A, a lot of women love Chick-fil-A. Or you can go to, sometimes I even say Red Lobster, Olive Garden. Places that are really nice but that are inexpensive for a first date. Because the big worry that I come across a lot of guys is I don't want to spend all this money, and then the date doesn't go well, and then I'm out of all this money. And I often tell guys, you can enjoy a nice date without spending a lot of money. Because typically I tell guys that even when a woman orders a drink, which is usually not cheap, hold it to a 2-drink limit. I've known guys to tell me that they've gone out with young women and, they're trying to buy 3 or 4 drinks. And I say, no, 2 drinks. Especially if she drove. And I think holding a woman to 2 drinks, especially if she's driving, is a fair way to get out of paying for all these nuts. So she's trying to get drunk. And you gotta think about it, you're on a date. I mean, if she's here to get drunk, that kind of lets you know where her intentions are as far as getting to know you. I literally propose a 2-drink limit to any woman going on a date, because again, the purpose of the date is for you to get to know me. If you want to drink and get drunk, you can do that. You can have her do that when she's by herself, when she's with her girlfriends. But you can't get drunk on me and then expect to have a date that's going to go somewhere, because you're going to be too inebriated to even enjoy what is going on. So when you choose places that are what I call minimum risk, it also helps the man to enjoy the date more, because you don't have to worry about overspending on an experience that may or may not work in the first place. So in other words, if I'm going to a place like Olive Garden, as long as I tell guys minimum take at least $100 bills. You want to tip the waiter well if the service is good. I always say $50 for food and drinks. Like I said, you leave a tip, and she might get a drink or two, but at the most you might spend $60, $70, depending on how much you leave for tip. But at the end of the day, if you you take $100 with you to these establishments that I named, which are fine establishments, by the way, you don't have to worry about overspending. Another reason why I tell guys $100 or less or $50 or less on the food and drinks is because it helps you calm and relax, because you know you're not spending a lot of money. So the ideology is that your expectations hopefully isn't too high. I mean, I spend $70, $80, you know, on a male coworker who we're just having a good time with. You know what I'm saying? And because you're not spending more than $100, your expectation should be just that. Hey, we're just going out, you know what I'm saying, just to get a feel. And if everything works out, great. If everything goes good, phenomenal. If everything goes according to plan, then when you get that second date with that beautiful young lady and she appreciates what you did for her, then take it to the next level and show her what a real date looks like. Take her somewhere nice. Take her somewhere exclusive. Take her to one of these restaurants where there's only like one restaurant in the city, and show her, hey, the first date, that was just an appetizer. That was just for me to know that you like me or not. That was just an opportunity to see if I'm your type, if I fit what you say you're looking for. But now that that time has passed, now this is the time where I can really embrace what you have going on and show you that I'm the perfect man for you. And I always say, you know, especially once the relationship reaches a point of intimacy, I tell many guys at that point, go ham on everything. Because when a woman has given herself to you to show you that she's romantically interested, that's her way of saying that you're special to me in one way or the other. And if as men you're not putting your best foot forward to show a woman that she's not the most important thing to you, especially after she's taken the relationship to the next level, then you're not doing your part in being fair to her. Because at the end of the day, gentlemen, dating is a marathon. It's not a race. It's expected to last. And this is why I thoroughly tell guys $100 or less total on the first date. Because if you're out here spending $200-$300 on the first date, you gotta maintain that. And you may not always have $200-$300 on the first date, but then also most importantly, let's be honest, as men, our expectations tend to change when we spend a certain amount of money. And I tell guys, when you spend $150 and $200 on a day, you're expecting more 99% of the time than what the woman is expecting to give. If a woman is going to give, she's going to give whether you spend $1 or $1,000. But unfortunately, to a lot of men of a certain range, between 18 and 49, we think because we spend a certain amount of money, now you owe me your, you know, what you have to give. And it's like, no, a woman doesn't owe a guy anything. And that's why I think this video is so important, to help men understand that you can have an enjoying date. I'm sorry, somebody called me. That you can have a good time and not put yourself in a position where you're spending more than you should. Keep things simple. Simple dates. I often say dates like bowling, golfing. There are lots of things you can do outside of eating that are just as fun as, you know, as anything else that you would enjoy doing. I often tell guys, you can spend $100 on this going, like I said, going bowling, going go-kart, going to a fair. You know what I'm saying? Because often we feel like we got to spend a lot of money to show a woman a good time, and you really don't. It's the smallest, simplest things that allow a woman to see that you want to be with her. And I chose Taco Max, I chose Applebee's, I chose TGI Fridays, I chose Olive Garden and Red Lobster because for a first date encounter, they're really nice places. And again, if it goes to the second date, then hell, I'm gonna make a video for that. But for the first date, you gotta keep it simple. Keep your expectations simple. Low risk, low reward. As soon as you get past that first date, then we take it to the next level. But it's summertime, gentlemen. I'm gonna need y'all to start spending some money. I'm gonna need y'all to go introducing yourself to ladies that want relationships, and then doing your part to show her that you're interested. So as always, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. And until next time, as always, peace. We on. We out of here. Peace.